A lot of the reception was positive. So either people were aware of the acts or different points we were talking to and they were kind of supportive of it, or they weren't really aware. And I think with that, it was really interesting in kind of talking about how the funding for different research directly is impacting PhD students. Or there was me and one other senior, and I'm looking at some PhD programs, and she has a lot of friends applying to PhD programs. And one thing we both shared is that we know a lot of people, and myself, are looking at PhD programs in Europe or Canada. And that was very shocking to a lot of the people we talked to, because I don't think they understood the extent to which the research funding not necessarily being in all the places it was before impacts people who are going and looking to do research in the future. One thing that I'm realizing, especially as I'm looking at PhDs and talking to my family members and different people, is that I don't think people necessarily understand that PhD programs are fully funded or where that funding comes from. And so when explaining it in the sense of, the NSF or the DOE or different governmental institutions fund programs either of PhD students directly or of the labs that they're going to attend, then therefore their research that they're completing is kind of in some way or another owned by the government, or they're doing it for a specific purpose that the government is supporting. And so it seems like a lot of people that I'm talking to don't necessarily understand that because they're fully funded, if there's no funding, then there are spots. Whereas with typical undergraduate, graduate degrees that aren't in the PhD realm, they accept a certain quota every year.